Hello everyone, it is a pleasure to share with you some insights about service solution in the pandemic. My area of expertise is services marketing. In the midst of the pandemic crisis, service industries have gotten hit the most. We saw cruise ships become the ideal incubators of infectious disease. Airline industries are not in any better position. We see empty airports, millions of flights cancelled, and an employee out of job. Then let's look at the hospitality industries. Hotels are empty, resorts are closed, and restaurants stopped all the dining services. Today, I want to talk about three topics. First, I would discuss why service industries have gotten hit the most. Then we would talk about what service industries could do during the pandemic. Last, I will talk about what they could do after the pandemic. Why have service industries gotten hit the most? The answer really lies in the unique characteristics of services. Service provides intangible offerings that have to be consumed and produced simultaneously. Take haircut as an example. For the barber to provide the haircut, customers have to be present for the service to be provided. The consumption of having the haircut and the prediction of cutting the hair have to take place at the same time. That's what we call the inseparability feature of services. This character determines that in many service settings, such as airlines, cruise ships, restaurants, the simultaneous presence of employees, customers, and other customers makes service the perfect incubation for viruses. The mitigation strategy of social distance that we talked about all the time literally refers to physical distance. Physically, we have to keep the distance, while socially or emotionally, we should never be apart. Therefore, service industries that have the physical distance issues are the ones that are mostly negatively impacted. Next, let us look at what service industries could do during the pandemic. To answer this question, we need to look at two separate groups of companies. The lucky ones, services that are already online, such as Zoom, Khan Academy, and services that are already providing delivery business, such as Instacart, Amazon Fresh. So for them, this actually presents a great opportunity to expand the customer base, to offer trial, and to provide quality service, and maybe even to provide some free service in return to the society. So the goal here is to expand the customer base and build brand name. Well, let's look at the not so lucky ones. These are the services that are constrained by physical distance. Examples include the cruise ships, airlines, restaurants, hotels, gyms, education, and healthcare. The bottom line. So, the bottom line is that how you would treat your employees and customers during this crisis. The crisis probably is the best time to show your true brand value and your business integrity. Customers would appreciate business acting in good faith, and they would return with gratitude. We have read the news about how customers are helping out local restaurants in the neighborhood by ordering takeout, how customers donate homemade masks to delivery employees and policemen. We have also heard not so positive news when businesses do not treat their customers and employees nicely. For example, Instacart workers demand face masks and hand sanitizers before continuing their work. This probably also is the best time to reduce costs and to use automated technology to replace human employees. A lot of companies are already doing that, but now cost reduction and operation efficiency become extremely important. Well, the most important thing I want to discuss today is service innovation. How service business could also think creatively as to how to address the constraints of physical evidence and try to provide service remotely. Here, I want to talk about three main points here. The first thing is that how can we provide a service in an alternative format? This probably is the simplest solution. Let's move things offline to online. For example, art studios and colleges move their education online. Even gyms ask their dance instructors to host Facebook Live and to teach sessions online. Social media, live streaming, e-business become the new delivery channels. Honestly speaking, US has been left behind many other countries such as China in implementing e-business. Now, it's the time to move us to the virtual world. Second, let's address safety concerns in service operations. For example, reduce the density of chairs allowed inside the restaurant, setting up a new workflow for kitchen that allows individual cookers to work independently and separate from one another. Retail stores could also add one direction of floor traffic and reduce the number of employees per square feet. These are all safety measures to reduce the physical distance. Third, probably more interestingly, let's identify alternative business opportunities. Smart business people would utilize this opportunity to reshape their business models. For example, quarantine cuisine could be a new idea to pitch as restaurants think about how to serve customer needs in the quarantine mode. Restaurants could pack good quality food with nicely designed nutritious meals and deliver to the doorsteps to customers who are stuck at home. While fast food restaurants are especially good at doing food delivery and takeout. Can dine-in restaurants keep up? The answer is yes. High-end restaurants are delighting the customers by allocating a large sum of their yearly revenue to adapt and serve the community during this crisis. They're still providing high-quality service by homemade drive-thrus, curbside pickup, changing hours, delivering, extra cleaning, and donating food to nearby hospitals and food banks. Now let us look at the last slide. What to do after the pandemic? Probably the most critical question we need to answer is how to build public confidence. Will customers feel comfortable to travel again? Will they board the cruise ships, take the flights, dine in crowded restaurants? Honestly speaking, people need social interaction, and the vibe, the density in a crowded restaurant may be the atmosphere that customers are paying for. However, the truth is that probably we won't go back to our normal life very soon. Service organizations have to think really creatively how to modify the service design to best manage the physical distance. Indeed, how you can best manage the physical distance is the first step to build public confidence. Could the customers be the potential competitors? Yes, so we need to be careful without losing our customers in the offline setting. For example, when gyms offer online workout sessions, it may show customers that they do not need gym memberships anymore, as they could work out equally well at home and saving the cost. When customers find online education effective, they may start to think about why I need to pay huge bucks for in-person college education. In my mind, the key here really lies in how to best manage the hybrid model. By saying the hybrid model, I mean the online and the offline model. So we need to be careful, do not cannibalize. You don't want your online sales eat up the revenue of your offline sales. The easy solution is to target differently and find strengths in both settings. So for example, there are a lot more to offer in the in-person college education other than teaching itself. The vibe, the athletic experience, the social interactions among peers, the network you build, the life in the dorm, all of these cannot be easily replicated in the online setting. As such, marketing should be carefully done to attract different segments of customers that would be appealed to services in either the online or the offline channels. Thank you for your attention. Hope you find the information helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to get in touch with me or Lehigh Business.